It's been over a year since we visited Crossprairie, and what may seem like your standard residential community is so much more than meets the eye. Since then, a lot of major plans have not only been announced, but are actually starting right now. Let's dive into the future of St. Cloud. With over 9,000 residential sites planned in Crossprairie, this is a hugely consequential community, not only for Osceola County, but for specifically in St. Cloud. Nothing like this exists in St. Cloud, and there are a lot of residents, both new and old, that are really divided here. Some absolutely love it, some absolutely hate it, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why this is causing such a ruckus here locally. Now, a lot of people think when you're choosing a place to live, you have to choose a snoozy, quiet suburb or a sprawling urban central. Crossprairie is gonna bring both together in a really unique way. Now, just beyond me, infrastructure is already well underway for Heritage at Crossprairie, the city center. Now, this area, although the infrastructure is being laid today, this is going to be a multi-year development. There will be a grocery-anchored plaza as well as 2 big box stores. Now, on top of all the commerce, you have over 1,200 new home sites, 600 plus hotel rooms, and over 200,000 square feet of medical and health offices. Now, on top of this, 2.7 million square feet of retail and office space is going to be introduced. This is much more than a mall. It's not a plaza. This is a true city center, not only for Crossprairie, but really for the future of St. Cloud. This area is being developed by WMG Development. Now, this is a huge national brand with over 160 sites across 24 states. But notably, they have some very successful developments here in Central Florida, including Lake Nona, Winter Garden, and even over in Sarasota. Like I said, this is a national developer with significant relationships with huge brands, including Publix, Starbucks, Chipotle, Raising Cane, Wild Forks, and even White Castle. But recently, WMG was meeting in Las Vegas with a lot of national retailers, and so while we don't know exactly who's going to be coming, there is a significant interest in this area, as this is WMG's biggest development project to date. If you're not familiar with Crossprairie, this is a master planning community just west of the Turnpike in St. Cloud off of the Clay-Whaley interchange. In phase 1, Jones Homes, Meritage, and MI Homes have largely completed their first phase of residential developments here in the area. Between Crossprairie and Edgewater West, there will be over 9,000 homes. So as you can see, what is here today, although a substantial residential community, just scratches the surface of what Crossprairie is going to be. Crossprairie is so much more than just a residential community, although that's really all that we have now. Obviously, we have beautiful resort-style amenities like this pool. There's so much more coming. Medical, commercial, and even several schools. We have a charter K-8, which we're going to talk about, a public high school that's coming, and tons of shopping, dining, and even a new lagoon-style community. Currently, Meritage Homes, MI, and Jones Homes all have residential communities that are largely built out, but there's much more to come, including a new Beezer subdivision that has just broken ground. One of the new communities coming to Crossprairie is going to be a 55 plus active lifestyle community. Now, this is going to be one of those communities where all the amenities, everything you need is right in the house. You've got pools, spa, barbecue, outdoor entertainment, a fitness hall, billiards, dog parks, you name it, anything that you want, you've got it. Now, this is going to be the builder's second community in all of Central Florida, promising high-end resort level communities for that active 55 plus lifestyle. This will be a 140 acre master plan community with over 600 home sites. Now, these homes are specifically designed for 55 plus living without a ton of extra space that you don't need in everything that you do. One of the most interesting communities coming to Crossprairie is actually a MetroLagoon. This will be Central Florida's first man-made lagoon-style community. This is being developed by Metro Development Group. Now, they have successfully completed 2 different MetroLagoons in Florida, one in Jacksonville and another in Tampa Bay. This will be built on 750 acres just off of Lake Toho, featuring a 20-acre man-made crystal blue lagoon where you can swim, kayak, do all manner of different water sports. It'll include an inflatable ropes course, tons of fun right in your backyard. This will feature over 2,800 homes by builders DRB, Lennar, and DR Horton. In addition to that, there will be plenty of commercial opportunity and a K-8 charter school. Now, one of the most significant changes coming to the area is the new Nolte Turnpike interchange. This is going to be a brand new four-way interchange coming off of Nolte Road onto the Turnpike. This will be just on the other side of the Turnpike from where the city center will be located. Now, this is a much needed development, not only for this area, but for all of St. Cloud. Any local will tell you trying to get onto the Turnpike going north during rush hours or peak traffic hours is nearly impossible and honestly, a giant pain. This is going to be such an alleviator for traffic. Not only that, but also an alleviation for traffic in and outside of Crossprairie. Right now, there's really only one way in, one way out. This will make a significant difference in travel time and the amount of traffic in the area. Construction on this interchange is already well underway and should be completed by the end of 2026. Now, I mentioned some of the local drama. I made a post on Instagram talking about a lot of this new development, and I'll be very honest, there is a huge divide within St. Cloud. There's a lot of folks that have been here for many years, oftentimes multiple generations, that don't love all the development, all the change to the city. St. Cloud's tagline used to be celebrating small town life, and I think there is a huge segment of the population that still really values that small town living. But as you can see, these plans have been in development for many years and are well underway. This is happening. Bottom line, there is still plenty of that small town vibe here in St. Cloud, but in areas like this, there's a significant movement forward and a huge amount of development. My name is Chad. Be sure to follow along for more Central Florida and St. Cloud updates just like this. And if you're interested in buying, selling, or investing in St. Cloud, reach out today.